Here with analysis, the host of Making Money on our sister network, Fox Business, Charles Payne. Charles, let's go through. I'll put up as you're analyzing this, but the president talked about price increases under Biden and price decreases since he's been in office. Food price increases, decreases. He also talked about real wages that, went down under Biden. They've since gone up. And again, the one big beautiful bill, all those tax provisions have not even fully taken effect yet.
Yeah, almost line by line, if you look at all the things that make headlines, whether it was at the beginning of the year and then people were complaining about, eggs, for instance. Those prices started to rise 2 years earlier under Biden, and they started to rise pretty rapidly. Right now, electricity. And I really worry about this one, Sean, because we need these data centers that President Trump is back significantly if we're going to remain the preeminent nation in the world, not just now, but for the next 50 years. And the Democrats are making that a political talking point, and that's going to hurt a lot of communities that push back against it. But these electricity prices, they went up significantly. They went up 70% under Biden because he went to war with energy. He went to war with energy. It's amazing to see a state like New Jersey, where you had a governor's race over electricity when the Democratic governor shut down electricity operations, including nuclear power plants. But again, item by item, I don't care what it is, all of it went up under Joe Biden because he flooded the country with cash. He flooded the country with cash for one specific reason. Ultimately, he knew it would end up in the pockets of his donors, the top 1%. And that's exactly what happened. All America was left with was a T-shirt that says, I'm in a runaway inflation and can't get out of it. It's a tall order for President Trump, but all the pieces are in place. And here's the thing. I just want to real quick. This is from Goldman Sachs, a top executive analyst there. And I just got to tell you, because you want sort of third party kind of thing, right? In 2026, we expect more constructive U.S. consumer backdrop, especially middle income, given a pickup in real income growth aided by job growth, tax cuts, fading tariff-related inflation. All of these things are in place. We are expecting a gangbuster year in 2026, a noticeable year where almost every American will feel it. And it will feel really good. And those who are naysayers who are doubting this, whether it's political or you just don't believe America can do it anymore, you're going to see it.
Charles, let me ask you this. Rental prices are down because we had 2 million illegal immigrants self-deport. You have gas prices down. OK, that impacts every American in unimaginable ways. Right. Inflation is down. Interest rates are coming down. They come down much further. You're going to see sale of pre-existing homes go through the roof. And I would imagine right behind that is new home construction. Right or wrong?
Absolutely right. Lennar, the second largest home builder in America, has already dropped their prices 27% since the pandemic. And they need the urgency. Everyone needs now in this industry because everybody was pretty comfortable with the status quo to get to work. Mortgage rates are coming down. When they get a 5 handle, when they're less than 6% for a mortgage, you're going to see massive opportunities because a lot of folks don't want to sell if they've got a 3% mortgage for a 6 or 7% mortgage. At 5, that changes instantaneously. Tomorrow morning, speaking of inflation, we'll get the CPI number. A great analyst over at Bloomberg says that we've already seen peak inflation in appliances, apparel, sporting goods, personal goods, and things like that. So inflation going one way, wages going the other way, opportunity. It's going to be a spark. What we call in the financial community, animal spirits are going to be reawakened in a way that they really have been reawakened in this country.
All right, Charles Payne, it's not a public school. We can wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We appreciate you being with us. All right, now keep in mind. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.